This video is brought to you by our friends at joinyaa.com. If you're looking for some great car buying advice, joinyaa.com. And of course, our friends at BF Goodrich Tires, who provided the most excellent tires that we're about to swap out on these old trucks.
Previously on Go Big. So Roman, how are we gonna figure out which is the best towing rig?
Well, that's simple. Part of towing is merging onto the freeway.
Yeah.
And part of merging onto the freeway, doing it safely, is doing it quickly, Nathan.
Oh, acceleration!
Yep.
Hey, can you shut the hatch again? It says one of the doors is ajar. I say they're all doors, but it says one of them's ajar.
There goes my first shift. I am floored.
What do you think are his chances of surviving this test?
He's like a cockroach. He'll survive. That's not a question. The question is,
Time.
I just want to make sure the vehicle survives. We still have a trip to do.
Hey guys, welcome to the final episode of Going Big, our budget overlanding series. And in this series, we have bought three, big American SUVs to find out if we can build the ultimate and affordable Overlander. And in the first episode, if you recall, we did a little bit of drag racing, then we took them off-road, then we did a bit of a towing test, but now is where we really start overlanding. And there are a whole bunch of ways you can go overlanding. You can get a truck like this, put a rooftop tent on it, maybe stick a trailer behind it, but none of that is what we're up to today. Nope, we're driving from here, just outside of Golden, Colorado, all the way to Moab to the White Rim Trail. So let's see what the boys have done to each of their vehicles to make it the ultimate overlanding budget rig. Hey guys, as you know, it is that time of year, the time of year where we start selling some of our long-term test fleet. And to do that, we've brought our old auction site back from the dead. TFLbids.com is back. And this week we're going to be selling not only our Suburban that we use for the Go Big video series, but also a pretty cool and pretty rare Kia Sorento. First generation, unknown off-roader that will surprise you. So go check out TFLbids.com and get yourself a beautiful Suburban at no reserve or a first generation Sorento. More trucks to come on TFL Bids.
This is my big budget Overlander. I spent $6,000 purchasing this beautiful 2003 Cadillac Escalade, and I did the following to it. I used Toby's help to remove my side steps because I need more ground clearance and more function on my Escalade. Turns out my brakes were in bad shape, as you saw in the second episode, so Toby actually did a brake job on the Escalade and also topped off all the fluids, including transmission fluid. So this should be the most reliable vehicle of them all. And then finally, our friends at BF Goodrich gave me a set of these KO2 all-terrain tires. Beautiful, they're very classy on this vehicle. 265/70 R17. So I went a little bit larger sidewall. And for the sleeping arrangements, well, you'll have to wait until we get to Moab. A little bit later in the video, I'll show you everything, all the cool stuff I have.
Just like you expected, I did it right. I got a 2000 Ford Excursion for $8,000, a little steep, but it needs almost nothing. In fact, for overlanding, I decided, I was a little angry that Andre got this Escalade because I actually really like it. It's very classy, and I decided this needed to be classed up. So, I do have something to improve that, but let me show you more. Folks, if you want to class up something immediately, trust me on this, the burgundy comes through. As a matter of fact, I was driving down the road and people were blowing me kisses. I kid you not, by putting this up. Basically, I've taken something that is a simple truck and I've lifted it to the level of a Cadillac Escalade by simply adding a sticker. Unlike Andre, who decided to put his white letters on the inside because he wanted it to be classy, I thought it'd be better to have my BFG all-terrain TA KO2s proudly displayed on the outside. Now, these are the biggest of the bunch because I have the biggest of the bunch. So these are 285/75 R16s. And let me tell you, it just makes the vehicle that much cooler. Okay, folks, so the one weak point on this bitchin' truck is that rear end. The rear diff has some issues. Toby took it apart, had a quick look. There were some shavings in there. It's been making some noises. So he repacked it, he cleaned it up, put new fluid in there, thicker fluid. I told him chainsaw oil, but he didn't listen. And fingers crossed, it'll make the trip. That's the one part of this vehicle that's a little concerning. Everything else is absolutely diamond tough except for the heavy rust.
Unlike the other two, I have focused on safety, security, and functionality. This is an entirely functional rescue rig. Let me tell you what I did to my $4,000 Suburban. As the ultimate recovery rig for any Overlander, this Suburban is outfitted with recovery, twine, and above that, a massive 2,000-pound winch. Of course, recovering safely means I need to be visible, not only the vehicle, but myself. Oh, and what if I need to, rescue an eagle? I can stand on the hood of the Suburban thanks to these Land Rover style panels. And then of course, what if I need to do that midnight recovery? Well, up top I've outfitted the Suburban with a row of lights and of course the warning lights. Now, the big deal to me is that everything on this vehicle was completely functional.
Nathan! It's not even wired in, you didn't even bolt it!
Well, it's functional in a visual way! Ugh, Nathan!
Alright guys, as you know, we've decided to do this Go Big Overlanding Challenge at the worst possible time with gas prices being at their highest. So I have a challenge for you.
And what is that?
Who will spend the least going the 350 miles from here to Moab on fuel?
Oh, come on!
But, hold on, it's better than that. Can you guys use less gas than the TRX towing the teardrop trailer? And keep in mind, I have to put premium in.
I think the Cadillac will win this challenge hands down.
Oh, I better go make some aero improvement. Fueling up the 42-gallon tank in the Suburban.
Using our standard procedure, I'm just about to top off. There it is, it's all, it's completely full.
Well folks, we're pumping, and it's gonna take a while. It's had a quarter of a tank in it, and that means it's gonna be pumping well over 30 gallons into it. Well over. 85 here is $3.99. So for some people, that's about half a car payment right there. This is an expensive truck to fill.
Tommy, what are you doing?
I do have a little bit of a coolant leak issue. It might be into the environment and it might be to the cylinders, but I'm all topped up now.
All right, let's head to Moab.
300 miles to Moab, Utah, up the grueling Interstate 70 section to the Rocky Mountains.
There's nothing grueling about it, Tommy. I'm in my luxurious Escalade.
Yeah, well, let me put it to you this way, Andre. This 99 Suburban with a 5.7 liter, this is no powerhouse.
Speaking of no power, Tommy, you're gonna have to stay in that lane. I need to go around you because you are going way into the speed limit.
You have all like cylinders, right?
Nathan, I've got like 200 emissions clogged horsepower. Oh, here goes Andre. Come on!
Nathan, are you like redlining it or what are you doing?
I'm going the speed limit. Remember, this is for fuel economy. And my foot's all the way down.
Alright, you're slowing down. I'm gonna go around.
This is what 6 liters of luxury mean.
Oh man. 23 years, 210,000 miles, and 9,000 feet above sea level. It's not doing this thing any favors.
Andre, you may want to ease up.
I'm going 55 miles an hour.
I don't know where Tommy is.
I'm coming! Come on, Suburban! Go!
Going up Floyd Hill, just outside of Golden, I'm averaging right now 6.7 mpg in the TRX. That plus the fact that I got to fill it with premium is going to make this an expensive Overland. All right, so we didn't quite make it to Moab, but we did make it to Fruita, Colorado, which is about 235 miles or so. And the reason for that is if we have to go to Moab, we have to backtrack to get to our campsite. So we thought, let's just fill up here, and that way we can get to our campsite before it's midnight. So we're gonna do the TRX first, see how much fuel I used to get here. And then of course the contest is, did the guys use more or less fuel than me towing in the TRX on premium? Let's hit the premium button. The Supreme, $4.55 a gallon here in Fruita, Colorado. And then how many miles did you get, Tommy?
So GPS is 241 miles from our first fuel up here, and then you got another 10 seconds.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 85 in the Suburban because it's an old soot bomb.
Okay guys, read 'em and weep. My Cadillac says 18.2 mpg is what I got. Well, let's verify at the pump.
Okay, we're waiting 30 seconds. Now, on board, it was saying 14.1 miles per gallon, which is the best I've ever seen this truck do. It might have something to do with the fact that it has these new tires, or it might be completely wrong because mileage and everything else in terms of distance traveled in this truck has been 11 miles off of what everybody else is saying.
All right, give it a click. 41 divided by 19.889. We go 12.1.
All right, Andre, time for the reckoning. So
Yeah.
my fuel economy was about 12 mpg. I spent $90. What was your mpg?
You won't believe this.
241 miles divided by 12.765 gallons.
Yes.
18.8 miles per gallon.
Look, almost 19. 18.9, and I spent about 50 bucks.
Winner, winner. Chicken dinner.
Well, I get this?
Yeah, you get a Slim Jim. Let's keep going.
Well, not so fast. Maybe I got 20.
Did you get 20?
No.
Okay, what'd you get?
No,
What was your mpg?
Wow.
That was a big click.
That's a big click.
So Nathan, 241 divided by 15.877 equals 15.1 mpg.
My MPG, which was really impressive though, 16.1 MPG.
Wow.
Or is it 15.1?
15.1, nice try.
It's 15.1.
You still get a Slim Jim.
Oh, I got a Slim Jim too.
Congratulations. Let's keep going. All right, Tommy, you're the last one with the recovery rig. What was your MPG? Well, first of all, how much did you spend?
Well, I don't know, but it was the company card. But smallest engine,
Yeah?
right?
Yeah.
Least amount of power. Best MPG, right?
Yeah, what'd you get?
22.
You did not get 22.
Basically.
You didn't-
Basically.
No, I don't believe that.
All right, so let's see what the Suburban did. 241 miles divided by 14.683. 16.41 mpg. Not bad, and I only used 14 of the 42 gallons in the Suburban, which means I could have gone easily 500 miles on this tank full given that fuel economy. It's pretty amazing. Well, I mean, it was 16.
Okay, all right, so
It's only slightly better than mine.
Yeah, but at least it's the slowest, so I have that going for me.
you know what's ironic? Like after 20 years of development, the TRX still has much worse fuel economy than both of actually all three of these.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You have over 700 horsepower. What do you mean 20
I'm
years
not using.
development?
I'm not using any of
You
it.
are. You could go up the hill at 90. I was doing 48 miles an hour up the mountain.
What's this about?
I wanted to show you
Okay.
the integrity of my head gaskets. Filled it up with fluid, coolant when we left.
Yeah.
Hasn't used a drop.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, winner. You get one too.
I didn't win anything.
Yeah, you did. You won a Slim Jim. Everybody gets a Slim Jim. All right.
It's like elementary school.
It is. It's a participation prize.
Yeah.
All right, let's head out to the campsite and hit the trail for real and see which of these is actually the budget overlanding rig that deserves to win.
Oh no! My diamond bleeding! It's coming off! Well, shoot! That sucks. Oh, look at all the residue it's left. Bummer.
Hey guys, come on over here. This has got to be one of the most spectacular views in the entire world. We're here on the White Rim Trail, and I think there is no more beautiful road, like I said, in the entire world. How's your recovery rig doing, Tommy?
Yeah, it's great. I'm glad I'm tackling this dangerous road when you hit the brakes and it veers to the right violently, so that'll be an interesting one.
And Nathan, how's the Excursion, the world's biggest SUV?
It's one of the world's biggest pains in the back. It's really stiff, so we went over a lot of washboard, and washboard is like 90% of off-roading, wouldn't you agree? I mean, getting there, it hurts.
And Andre, how about your stabbing cabin there on wheels? What's that like?
Well, it has road sensing suspension, which makes it like a magic carpet ride on this road.
I hate you.
All right, well, I think we should try to fly the drone right now and just show how beautiful this part of the world is. So bring up the music, launch the drone, and let's show you guys where we're at.
Hey, Roman.
Hey, there are like 3 cars that went off the road here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right there.
Just when?
I don't know.
Like
How would
50
I
years
know?
ago?
I don't know. There's just 3 carcasses of vehicles. I am happy to be in the TRX. One wrong wheel and things are gonna get mighty ugly, mighty quick.
I don't know, Dad. I'm happy to say I'm not towing on this road.
I'm towing? Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't realize, sorry.
Now, Nathan, admittedly, this is not the time you want a vehicle the size of a small country.
Yeah, one that's been taking an awful lot of Viagra because it is stiff.
But guys, it's getting a little bit narrower and a little bit steeper here.
Yeah, this is a pretty dangerous route, actually. We just saw some old cars that had fallen down into the ravine and had, looked like they've been there for 40 years at least. You definitely want to be careful, but I have to say, as rattly as this Suburban is, what an absolute gem of a vehicle. It's got such a soft ride and some of the best seats I've ever experienced.
I would have to second the seats, Tommy, because I have the next generation of the seats you have, and they're nice and soft leather. They feel like a love seat at home, and they're also heated.
Hey Nathan, are you reverting back in the school bus yet? Yeah.
I'm seriously tempted to accelerate really hard right now, Tommy, and then slam my brakes really hard, Andre. How about that?
Yeah, that would be a good way to get rid of some of the work in your life. But this is really what overlanding's all about. 3 affordable vehicles and then one poser with $150,000 worth of gear coming out on a fun Utah day.
Hey, when yours overheats and Nathan, when your brakes give out, and Andre, when your V8 blows up.
Don't come to me for a tow, okay? That's all I'm saying.
I'm the only one with a winch here, that's all I'm saying, so we better play nice.
What's the rating on your winch, Tommy?
Plenty.
20 pounds? Is that, am I right? 20, 25? Dude, you couldn't pull a motorcycle out with that thing.
Well, I want to know, Tommy, how far do we need to go to our overnight spot? Because the sun is getting awfully low.
Well, we've got several more miles of classic overland terrain with some rocks, some dirt roads, some sand, and then we'll park it up for the night and set up camp and see which one is the best at camping.
I'm curious about something, guys. I want to get this on camera too, and it's about your opinions in terms of overlanding.
Oh yeah? What's that, Nathan?
A lot of people seem to have an unusual perspective on overlanding. It goes everywhere from glamping all the way down to standard camping with a sleeping bag at a local park. And I just am curious to what your opinions are.
My opinion is on the back of this truck. All you need is a truck and a rooftop tent.
I have the impression, and I will keep this impression throughout the entire trip, that overlanding is just a trendy way of saying car camping.
And I think it's about going into the wilderness like we're doing, and doing it, you know, on a budget like we're doing, and doing it in comfort like I am doing in the Cadillac.
Okay, well, you're all wrong. Sorry, but you are. Overlanding, simple definition, is getting to a place where cell phones no longer work and neighbors are no longer found, getting there by a form of transportation and sleeping and or living. Otherwise, it's glamorized homelessness.
There you have it, a TFL hot take.
Nathan, I had to stop there because I couldn't see anything. Is this like the Sahara Desert or the Dakar?
I've been to the Sahara before, and I can tell you that there are parts that have like a baby powder consistency that is very similar to what we're going through. This is really hard on cars and eyeballs. It's not so bad up front. Well, Nathan, I've been to the desert in a truck with no name. You know what? It felt good to be out of the rain. Please don't make me sing the chorus.
So what we're trying to do here is actually get to our designated camping area before darkness falls.
There it is! I'm here.
Yes. Okay, the caddy made it. All of us made it, in fact. It was a little bit more challenging than I expected, this first part of the White Rim Trail. But the only negative, I think, on the Cadillac, maybe the ground clearance up front would be nice to have a little bit more. And also, low speed crawling is not a strong suit for the caddy because there is no low range gearing to help me crawl slowly. But everything else, I mean, it's really,
much fun, Dad. I think that's good.
really comfortable.
Made it! 400 and something miles in a 99 Suburban.
Guys, I don't want to sleep right next to the toilet.
Alright, one sec, we're just positioning the T-Rex.
On the next episode of Go Big,
Nathan, go slow? Hell no.
Now this is when you really want a vehicle that's in perfect mechanical condition when you're navigating the side of a cliff.
This is functional.
Well, welcome to the Escalade at night.
That is a metal hinge which pokes you right in the middle of the back.
It was extremely cold last night.
The food on this trip is spectacular.
I forgot we had 5 big guys.
It's 2022, $100 will get you an apple.
This should be on. All right.
that's a little bit, but whoa!
I do not like shelf roads, even when, well, I mean, 30 feet is a big enough clip to probably kill you.
By the way, I wanted to show you. This is after waiting a moment or 2 or 3 or 6. A lot of dust. Very hard to see through.